So you guys have those Cowboys. You know, you want to tell our audience a little bit about the show? I mean, the setting is awesome. It's great,
nice,
unique. Tell us a little bit.
The show's about being here at the ranch and then 30 minutes later at Staples Center, you know, trying to get some bottle service from time to time. But it's really to show the versatility of Hispanics in the U.S. and just tell a good story at the end of the day. I think people get hung up on the whole Hispanic thing from time to time, but it's just about telling a great story about folks that come from different backgrounds but share one passion, and how we go about our day-to-day lives in LA and coming down to the ranch.
Yeah, how we go about, you know, loving hip hop and banda, you know.
Yeah, you know, that's interesting because one of my questions was going to be, you know, the versatility among Latinos. We have ranchers, we have entrepreneurs, businessmen. How important is that, and how big is that going to be with the show?
It's big because, you know, when you talk about this, the show has a nostalgia factor. And when you look at Hispanics in the U.S., I mean, we're here because, you know, there were more economic opportunities in this country than where our ancestors are from. And, you know, it's about keeping in touch with your roots, keeping it real, and remembering where you come from. And this sport, the reason why it's so near and dear to our hearts, because it really truly is a reminder of where we come from and our humble beginnings. Aside from it being an awesome sport, action-packed, thrilling, dangerous, horses. I mean, who doesn't love horses? But it's just a change of scenery. It's not the same thing. You know, you don't know what you're going to get with those Cowboys.
Yeah, how do you think Middle America is going to react? Because usually there's this stereotype that, you know, Cowboys are from Texas, or only when they start to see Latino skill. You know,
I think what I've gotten is people that don't know absolutely anything about the sport. The first thing they say is, "Wow." It's almost like a National Geographic factor. Like you're watching, you know, these lions mate out in the wild. It's like, well, I never knew this happened, right? And it's an education. You didn't know, well, now you know. If you don't know, now you know, right?
Yeah.
So
can't wait to know.
It's going to be great. It's educational. It's a lot of history. It's rich in history, but it's all entertaining at the same time. So let's package it up.
Biculture. It's awesome.
How hard was it pitching this kind of show?
Difficult.
Very difficult?
Imagine pitching a show like this. Guys, I have a great show about a group of Mexicans that ride horses
and live in LA. They like hip hop and banda. You know?
So, you know, it wasn't until we shot the trailer that doors started opening, and thankfully Hulu really, you know, some great programming executives over there, and they just identified what I feel to be a unique show, and they took a chance with it.
When does it air again?
January 26th.
Okay.
On Hulu exclusively.
And what do you guys think people are going to get out of the show? What's the most important message, idea? Is it going to be family?
I think it should just be a good show, entertaining, it keeps you captivated. I hope they laugh. I really hope they laugh. I think the drama in the show isn't really like, you know, crazy drama. It's real everyday drama. Hey man, like, make time for your family. We all get fixated in our day-to-day lives, and sometimes work consumes us, and we do forget, you know, the important things that are, you know, things that we sometimes forget really what's important in life. And it is about making time for family, and family first is really the moral of the story.
So streaming is the future, right?
Streaming is the future. I mean, look, you know the beautiful thing is about Hulu? If you have Wi-Fi, you can easily access it. And there's no distribution issues, and you can watch it whether you're on a plane ride, you can watch it on your own personal time, you can watch it, you know, in bed. And it's a beautiful thing about streaming.